Welcome to our channel. Please like and subscribe. What if one of the most advanced nations in the world today was once ruled by warriors, bound by honor, living by the sword? A land where emperors were seen as divine, where isolation shaped identity, and where tradition and innovation would eventually collide. This is the story of Japan. From samurai to superpower. Let's begin. Long before modern cities, before technology, before global influence, Japan was a land of clans, small tribes, spread across islands. Over time, these clans began to unite, and by around the 7th century, a central government formed with an emperor at its head. But real power did not stay with the emperor. It shifted to warriors. This marked the rise of the samurai, elite fighters, bound by a strict code called Bushido, code of honor, loyalty, discipline. For centuries, Japan was controlled by military leaders known as shoguns. The emperor remained, but mostly as a symbol. This era was defined by conflict, power struggles between clans, wars that shaped the nation. But eventually, one leader changed everything. Tokugawa Ieyasu. He unified Japan and established the Tokugawa shogunate, bringing over 200 years of peace. But this peace came with a cost: isolation. Japan closed itself off from the world, limiting foreign contact, trade, and influence. For over 2 centuries, Japan developed in its own unique way. A society rich in culture, tradition, and stability. But outside, the world was changing. Industrialization, expansion, new powers rising, and eventually, that outside world knocked on Japan's door. In 1853, American ships arrived, forcing Japan to open its borders. This moment changed everything. Japan realized it had to adapt or fall behind. This led to the Meiji Restoration, a turning point in history. The shogunate was abolished. Power returned to the emperor, and Japan began rapid modernization, industry, technology, education, military strength. In just a few decades, Japan transformed from a feudal society into a modern industrial nation. But with this power came ambition. Japan began expanding, building an empire, and eventually it entered one of the darkest chapters in history. World War II, Japan's expansion led to conflict, culminating in devastating consequences, including the atomic bombings, a moment that reshaped the nation forever. After the war, Japan faced destruction. Cities destroyed, economy shattered. But what came next was extraordinary. Japan rebuilt through discipline, innovation, and resilience. It focused on technology, manufacturing, education, and within decades, Japan became one of the world's leading economies, a global superpower known for precision, efficiency, and cultural influence. From samurai swords to advanced robotics, from isolation to global leadership, Japan's journey is one of transformation, of adapting while preserving identity, of balancing tradition with innovation. And today, that legacy continues in its culture, its technology, its people, a nation shaped by its past, but always moving forward. If this gave you a new perspective on one of the world's most fascinating countries, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video. That was excellent. Please like and subscribe for daily lessons. See you next time.